guys, welcome to another edition of Orlando Attractions Magazine, The Show. I'm JD Trussell.
And I'm Samantha Sanders. Today's show is brought to you by the Kissimmee Convention and Visitors Bureau. If you're looking for fun things to do or great travel deals, go to visitkissimmee.com.
And as always, we'll be bringing you the latest attractions, news, and information from all around Central Florida.
Today we're highlighting the Disney Marathon weekend, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus that's in town, and the new name for SeaWorld's Baby Killer Whale, including much, much more.
If you'd like more details about the things we cover on the show, you can find it on our website, attractionsmagazine.com.
So JD, what's the news today?
Well, last weekend was especially fun for Disney fans and at Disney World because there were thousands of runners as part of the annual Run Disney Marathon weekend.
Yeah, the event culminated with a 26.2-mile journey where 17,000 participants ran through all 4 parks and several resort hotel areas.
No, this year there was quite an upset when Fredison Costa of Brazil won the race over his fellow countryman Adriano Bastos. Now it seems that Bastos has won the marathon for the last 6 years. It must have been quite an upset.
Yeah, that sounds like quite a victory for Costa. His time for the 26.2-mile race was 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 15 seconds. That's crazy.
Oh.
Michael Wardian from Arlington, Virginia came in second, followed by Paul Nielsen right here in Orlando. Congratulations to all the winners and all those who participated in the event.
Good job, guys. Now, there were runners from all 50 states and 60 other countries who took part in a variety of Disney Marathon weekend events, such as the Disney Family Fun 5K, Mickey Mile and Mickey Marathon Kids Fest, and the half marathon, in addition to the full marathon itself.
That Mickey Mile sounds like something for me. Our contributor, though, Don, ran in the races and has also brought us this video. Check it out.
In 3, 2, 1.
It all starts at the expo. Pick up your registration. Go shopping.
Now, that was an amazing video, and the best part is our contributor Don that you saw at the very end with all the medals on, he actually runs the half marathon Then the next day runs a full marathon, all while carrying around his camera equipment and getting all this cool footage for us. That's
absolutely ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
And I heard he's actually one of the few elite members who's been doing this race ever since its inception, which is really cool. There's apparently only like 10 of them left. So Don, you rock.
Props, man.
Yeah, the race as a whole is actually really unique, running all around Disney property and being cheered on by Disney characters. If you missed this year's marathon, don't despair. Registration for next year's marathon weekend opens in March.
Now, if that's not enough running, February 25th through the 27th, there is the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend, which brings women from all ages together to participate in an event designed just for them. But men are welcomed as well, so all you Prince Charmings out there, come on down and race with your princesses.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that because I will be signed up, not for the marathon, just for the 5K, but you can be the Prince Charming to my princess.
You know what? If you race, I will cheer you on.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Wait. I gotta ask a question though. Are you gonna dress up?
I'll definitely have a crown, and I'll probably have a little dress on of some kind.
All right.
That gives you more incentive.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, there was another celebration in town, this time at SeaWorld. Park officials just announced the name for their new baby killer whale.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Flaherty-Clark, Director of Animal Training at SeaWorld in Florida. We want to thank each and every one of you who helped us choose a name for our new baby killer whale. This has been a really special time for all of us, and we're thrilled to be able to share it with you. Are you ready? The name chosen by you, our Facebook fans, is Makayo, Hawaiian for gift of God. And I have to tell you, it was one of our favorites too. We think it's a wonderful name, and we can't thank you enough for your help.
Makayo, yeah, I think that is a great name for the little 350+ pound baby boy. He is a cutie.
I totally agree. Meanwhile, over at Disney, they're offering a special VIP tour with Jane Goodall, renowned primatologist, from February 18th through the 21st.
Now, the trip includes 3-day admission to the parks, select meals, hotel, and transportation, and of course, some VIP tours at Animal Kingdom with a chance to meet Jane herself.
And it gets better. Some of the highlights also include a Kilimanjaro sunrise safari, a campfire chat with Jane, private breakfast with Jane and Disney characters, and a special festival, the Lion King dinner.
And don't forget about the talks with animal keepers as you visit the Animal Nutrition Center, explore the veterinary hospital, and other backstage facilities in the Backstage Safari Tour.
That's a lot of stuff going on there. Space is, of course, limited, so if you're interested, sign up soon. But be warned, this is truly a VIP tour. The cost is $8,500 per adult. $8,500 per adult.
Wow, yeah, no, I could buy a used car for that price.
Seriously.
Holy cow. But I guess it is a once in a lifetime experience. I know there's a lot of people out there that would love that chance.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. For more details on this story and the others we cover today, make sure to check out our website at attractionsmagazine.com.
Well, we recently reported that the Triceratops Discovery Trail at Islands of Adventure had reopened after being closed for many years. Well, now it's closed again. Yeah, so we can only assume it's going to be used as a seasonal attraction and only be open during the park's busiest times.
Yes, we can only assume. Fear Factor at Universal Studios is used the same way, so we'll watch at the next busy period, probably during spring break, to see if they open it again.
Well, we've told you previously about plans for Pleasure Island to be transformed into Hyperion Morph with new shops and restaurants. Well, this week, they started demolishing some of the former nightclubs.
This is an extensive project and will take a while to complete. The projected opening date is sometime in 2013. We'll continue to follow along in the construction progress.
Oh, Sam, yeah, I heard there was some good news this week from your favorite world.
Yes, you heard right. Universal Orlando announced they have now sold more than 1 million Butterbeers since the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened last June. And in celebration, they shared 1,000 complimentary Butterbeers with guests on the streets of Hogsmeade. I was actually pretty annoyed. I was there that day, right?
Yeah.
I got there like at 10:30 and I had my mug with me and someone walked up and goes, "Oh, you got your free Butterbeer?" And I was like, "What? What is this business about free Butterbeer?" Somehow I missed the memo. So I was pretty annoyed, but whatever.
You know what, well, I'm pretty sure you've had your share of Butterbeer in the past and contributed to the 1 million mark. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure they have tons of my galleons and sickles already.
Now, much has been written about Butterbeer, making it one of the most talked about beverages of 2010, and there's been a lot of speculation about its secret ingredients.
Certainly. Butterbeer is actually a non-alcoholic, frothy drink reminiscent of shortbread and butterscotch and is served cold or frozen. To keep their ingredients secret, I understand that Universal has even implemented special security procedures to protect their recipes.
Recipe is on lockdown.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, you know what? We don't have to worry about that because we have our own special recipe for hot butterbeer, courtesy of
Me. If you haven't tried the delicious brew yet and would like to make your own, just check out my YouTube video on our website. I not only share my recipe, but I also show you how to make it.
Yeah, and we've all tried it here, and it's great. I love it. And what's even better, you don't have to wait in the long lines like many adamant fans did on opening day. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look back to some of them trying their very first sip of butterbeer.
Yummy.
Tell me, how's your butterbeer?
Amazing. The first sip.
Your first sip?
My first sip. It is so amazing. My first butterbeer! Oh my god, this is like, oh my god. Here, try it. It's really, really good. Yeah. It's really good. It tastes like cream soda with some crazy whipped topping stuff on top. It's awesome.
It's by far my favorite beverage
Definitely.
of this year.
Lovely liquid caramel. I don't even know how to describe it. Awesome. Words can't describe. So great. You can't. Yeah, like like kind of like a cream soda. So, but it's really good. It's like the most addicting drink like so far. Yeah. Ever. Love it.
It's addicting?
Yes.
You just told me it's addicting. How are you going to handle your new butterbeer addiction away from the park?
I just guess I have to try to make some of my own or something. I really don't know. It's like a dream come true.
What's it taste like?
It's like a caramel cream soda. Yeah, it's like a caramel cream soda. It's incredible. It definitely lives up to expectations.
I have to have a butterbeer just to calm me down.
I just tried it. It's amazing. Like, it's addicting. Yeah, we were like thinking of skipping some of the rides just to get butterbeer before everything. This is better than Starbucks, I gotta say, by far.
It looks like an emotional moment for you.
It is. First butterbeer. First.
This beverage has become an attraction. I think it can go right in the guide alongside all of the rides and the other experiences here. I think this is definitely a huge draw, and it's not hard to find out why. It's delicious.
For easy vacation planning, go to visitkissimmee.com.
We have some exciting news. Ready?
I'm ready.
The winter edition of the Orlando Attractions magazine is here.
Woohoo! Which, as you can see, we have here in our hands. Now, if you're not a subscriber yet, you'll definitely want to change that. Just go to our website and click to order your copy and subscribe.
And this issue is packed full of great stories, photos, and helpful information. Inside, you'll find a guide to all Florida's roller coasters, learn about Disney's upcoming community where you can actually live on Disney property with Mickey Mouse as your neighbor, and a whole lot more.
That sounds super fun. Also, you'll read how the Fantasy of Flight attraction is really a lot more than a museum.
And you can read our guide to getting around Orlando. The article tells you all the options for getting from the airport to the theme parks and from park to park. But there's much more inside, including cartoons, puzzles, and other fun stuff.
Besides being able to subscribe to the print magazine, look for the current issue in our free iPad app. And later this month, the newest issue will arrive in major bookstores nationwide. So, JD, tell me, what else is going on around town?
Well, just the greatest show on earth, that's right. The Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus has come to town.
Yes, it has, and it's right here at the new Amway Center in downtown Orlando this week.
According to the Ringling Brothers, this show, which runs through the 17th, is their most electrifying edition ever. The show, aptly called Fully Charged, is packed full of amazing acts which can only be seen at the greatest show on earth.
At the show, guests will see breathtaking daredevilry, animals, superhuman stunts and never-seen-before performances, including the Human Fuse, who will rocket across the Amway Center stage.
And we'll be bringing you exciting highlights of the circus on next week's show. Check out our website for further details, and be sure to tune in next week because we might just find out how many clowns it takes to screw in a light bulb.
I certainly hope we do. You know, we were actually there at their rehearsal about a few weeks back, and it was so cool. It really does look fully charged.
Yeah?
Yeah, they showed us some of their cooler stunts. I got to interact with an elephant. I got silly with some clowns. They were super fun. I definitely want to check it out. You want to be my date?
Possibly. I'm not sure about the whole clown thing.
You're scared of clowns?
A little bit.
That's kind of wimpy of you.
Well, I mean, they're scary. You've watched it, right?
These clowns aren't scary, though. They're totally cute and lovable. I would even call them charming.
All right. Well, I'll give it a shot.
All right. And another news story we'll be covering in the coming week is about the Disney Dream, the newest ship for Disney Cruise Line. It recently sailed into its home port of Port Canaveral to fireworks and applause.
The ship, which accommodates up to 4,000 guests, is set to make its maiden voyage January 26th to the Bahamas.
But we'll be sailing on a special press event voyage next week, so be sure to watch for our report.
The Disney Dream has many industry firsts, such as the Aqueduct water coaster we showed you last week, and magical portholes that transform inside staterooms into rooms with magnificent views.
Wow, that's a really cool feature. I can't wait to see all the new things on board. I'm sure they're gonna need us to go along and do some on-site interviews and other such things, right?
No, definitely.
Oh, come on.
Got it covered.
The whole country is covered in snow. But hey, what do I care? I'm from New York, and I like my weather big. I like big snowstorms. I like my ice storms big. I'm sick of all this big cold weather. I like my vacation big time warm. So forget about it. I'm going to Central Florida. 'Cause you guys know what I'm talking about. Florida's got your weather right here. This week, the weather will be sunny. Today's in the 60s, but by Sunday, it'll be 73 degrees. Monday, it'll be 77, and we may see a little rain on Wednesday, but so what? Who cares? It'll still be in the 70s.
And now it's time for my favorite part of the show, Stars in the Stars.
Earlier, we reported on the Disney Marathon weekend. Well, you might recognize these runners in the 13.1-mile half marathon.
Pictured here at the start line with Disney characters are Today Show hosts Al Roker, Meredith Vieira, and Natalie Morales.
Tony Hawk is perhaps the single most influential skateboarder of all time. He was recently at Disney with his family and tweeted, "My daughter met Aurora. Our trip to Orlando has already been justified. Thank you, Disney."
That's awesome. And we caught this tweet from Tony from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Everest Expedition is awesome. All roller coasters should go backwards. I totally agree with you.
Well, Tony, we like Expedition Everest so much, we put it on the cover of the winter issue of our magazine.
Woohoo! You know, we're so happy that our fan base is continuing to grow and in so many different countries.
Yeah, after our first week on being available on iTunes, we were watched in over 46 countries outside the US, and our friends in the United Kingdom topped that list. Good job, guys.
And speaking of the UK, Gary Smart sent us a comment saying, "The show, love it. Please keep up the great work. Just what us Brits need. We will certainly try to keep up the great work, Gary."
Quote, "I love this. The show is such a great idea. I was so excited when this came out. It makes me wish I was in Orlando right now," says TD135790. Well, TD, come on down. That's a great idea.
Yeah, for sure. And Moonlight Rose 91 wrote, "Amazing show. I just started watching the last episode. Amazing." And Moonlight Rose, we certainly hope you will continue watching each week.
Well, we would like to respond to the small funny guy 1. Well, he asked, "What's your favorite theme park, favorite ride of that park, and why?" Well, you know, these are my answers. My favorite theme park, Epcot. My favorite part of that ride would be Test Track. I just love the different tests that you go through. My favorite ride of all is Dinosaur. I just had to mention that fact. Now, the reason why I love Epcot so much is because you don't have to wait outside for all the lines for the rides.
Are they mostly indoors? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Well, my favorite park is pretty obvious. I would have to say Islands of Adventure because it houses Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But I'll go ahead and give you my second favorite, Magic Kingdom. Of course, it's a classic. I mean, who doesn't love it? It's got a little bit for everybody. My favorite ride, however, is in Hollywood Studios. I love Tower of Terror. I love screaming my little pants off like a baby. There's like 5-year-olds who are like, yes, Tower of Terror, and I'm screaming my head off, but it's super fun and I like it.
See, I'm not scared of Tower of Terror.
But you're scared of clowns.
I'm not scared of Tower of Terror. Just letting you know.
Whatever.
I don't scream like a little girl around clowns either.
And finally, Jeremy Schultz left the show review on iTunes and said, I know it's darning with praise, but I prepared for the worst after seeing many other Disney video offerings. By hiring actors as the on-screen talent, they avoided the un-camera-friendly aspect found with most Disney superfans. Were designed for the radio, much like Nikon. Many of the segments play without narration, a major plus, and the camera work and editing is well above average. I will be watching in the future. You know, thanks, Jeremy, but I'd like to point out we're actually not acting. Coincidentally, all of us have actually worked in the parks. We are all just as dorky and geeky about the theme parks as we appear on camera, so keep that in mind.
Super nerd.
Yeah, super nerd, super geek.
And of course, we like to tip our hats off to our producers Matt and Jimmy for their work behind the scenes. This wouldn't be the show without them.
Yes, thanks guys very much.
You're welcome.
Well, thanks for tuning in and for leaving your comments. No matter what state or country you're located in, we want to hear from you.
Most definitely. You can see the show on YouTube in HD, on iTunes where you can subscribe, and on eyesonorlando.com.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in to another broadcast of Orlando Attractions Magazine, The Show. We'd like to thank our friends at the Kissimmee Convention and Visitors Bureau for sponsoring this week's broadcast.
Visit us at attractionsmagazine.com, on Twitter at Attractions, and be sure to like us on our Facebook fan page.
And from all of us here at Orlando Attractions Magazine, The Show,
Have fun!